Do you know you can turn your hobby into a service business? No, you don't need years of experience, not even big capital, just passion and willingness to learn as you go. In this video, I'm going to share 3 service-based business ideas you can easily start as a woman. And these are not made-up ideas because my clients are earning pretty well. Hey, this is Maggie Perotin, and for over 18 years, I helped service-based business owners scale to 6 and 7 figures. This first category of business I would like to tell you about has a huge desire gap. She wants to feel special, but she doesn't have the skill, the time, and honestly, the desire to try to pull everything off by herself. That's where the creative skill can become a service. And my client Paula is a great example of this. She runs her business, Balloonique, a balloon decorative service. She is creative. She loves crafts. And that interest led her to watch some YouTube video on balloon decor. So she started creating balloon decor for family occasions. And to her surprise, people loved what she did. And that interest led her to watch a few videos on YouTube on balloon decor. And she started to practice on family occasions. And to her surprise, people loved what she made. But then something shifted. People started asking, can I pay you to do this for my party? Can you do the exact same decor for my birthday? And then she realized this wasn't a hobby anymore. This was a business. So she took it seriously. She invested in more training and started taking on real clients. And eventually she joined my Diamond Effect group to build a real structure around it. I helped her set up systems, hire a team, invest in a track. So then this way she grew her capacity to take on more clients without having to work more hours because she's a mom of very young kids and definitely didn't want to work more to grow the business. Now, here's what I want you to learn from Paula's story. She found passion and just started. She didn't wait to be an expert to start. But she also didn't get stuck at, I watched some YouTube videos forever. She learned, she practiced, she got better, then she built a business. So you can explore this model too. Balloon and decor installation, event furniture rental, wedding and event coordination, all falls under the same umbrella. So if you have a skill and you want to turn it into a service business, you can book a call with me using the link below. Now, what if decorating isn't really your thing and you're more of a I like to make chaos into an order type of person? Now, the second category of services is to make people's life easier. What could it be? It's organizing, cleaning, downsizing, move management, gardening. This isn't a small niche either. In the US and Canada, professional organizing industry is expanding, especially home organizing and personal service management. Let me talk about my client Jennifer. She specializes in professional organizing and move management, especially helping seniors downsize, including estate management, sorting through their belongings as they move. She looks after what has to be kept, what has to be sold, what has to be thrown out or donated, and whether the house needs to be cleaned out and made ready for the new owner or tenant. These are typically bigger projects, meaning higher ticket sales. And not only you're solving your client problem, but you're giving them a hand in a special moment of their lives. There is a massive established market of people who will pay someone to organize, maintain, or transition their homes. And this market isn't shrinking because as the population ages, it's only going to grow. Families are busier than they've ever been. Professionals are burdened with work already, not to mention they have their kids to look after as well. And seniors, especially aging parents, usually need more support than their own families know how to give or even can give. So it's a fantastic service business you should consider. Now, you know businesses related to events and homes, but what about something people can't imagine living without? For a lot of people, they will pay to protect the animals they love. Yes, I'm talking about pet sitting, dog walking, grooming, boarding, specialized pet transportation, and care. In the US alone, people spent $36.62 billion in 2024 on pet services. Did you hear that correctly? Billions. And here is why this category is getting bigger. In Canada alone, 4.4 million people live alone. That's 15% of Canadian households. In US is very similar. That's 15% of Canadian over 15. Almost 3 in 10 of Canadian households are one person households. In the US, the situation is almost identical. 38.5 million households are single person households. That's 19% of all US households. Now, this is not just about loneliness. Plenty of families and couples need help, especially when they travel. Think about it this way. Who walks the dog when somebody's working late? Who feeds the cat when they're traveling for work or on vacation? Who takes the dog to the groomer when there's simply no time? And if you live alone, there's no one in the house to split that responsibility with you. And that's not a sad story, that's a business opportunity. And here's the real takeaway from all these three examples. Start with a service, not a business. Don't think about, I want to start a pet care service. Think about, I want to ensure that the busy dog owners never have to worry about who takes care of their pet when they're working long hours. This shift from product to a real problem you can solve for your client, that's where a real business starts. And notice what all these three ideas have in common. No manufacturing, no warehouse, no university degree required. And you don't have to quit your job on day one to start either. Picking the right service is step one, but great idea without clients, it's just a hobby. So watch this video on the screen where I show you how I built my client base starting with zero network.